Hey, I'm Marshall Stalker. Just retired from a fairly successful career. Been fortunate to have a fairly colorful life as a volunteer firefighter, polo player, race car driver, and now it seems to be I'm known for being the first person to drive a classic Ferrari all the way around America. Well, I remember being young. I was probably 8 years old, the age when we're all riding BMX bicycles around the neighborhood and leaving skid marks everywhere. And I remember a neighbor invited us over to his house and he showed me his Ferrari 328. It's the first time I'd ever seen a Ferrari. I mean, I grew up in a town of 6,000 people in Brownsville. There weren't Ferraris in this part of Indiana. And it was just the most exciting, beautiful thing to see. And I said to myself, I want a Ferrari someday. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I want one. Here I am with my first Ferrari. It is a 2003 Ferrari 575M Maranello, and it's really good at Grand Touring. I bought it about a year ago, a little less than a year ago. I think I've put about 15,000 miles on it. Oh yeah, it was a 14,000 mile trip. I am a member of the Ferrari Club of America. I just attended my first Ferrari Club annual meet, participated in my first ever concours. I'm delighted to say, even after 14,000 miles of bug splatter, the car won a concours award. So it's been great. The Ferrari Club is cool. People love that I drove the car. I'm an economist by training, and Ferrari ownership in particular never made sense to me economically. Like most Ferrari owners I knew, they drive their cars like 500 miles, 1,000 miles a year, and they spend most of their time polishing it. And so I just couldn't understand. Like I raced cars. Like cars were meant to be in motion. I grew up near the Indy 500, so like I'm all about cool cars going fast, and that didn't seem to be the case with a lot of the Ferraris I knew. So I started reading these books about Appalachian Trail through hikers. So these are people that like get dropped off in Georgia and they spend 6 months walking north. Cool thing about it is like they don't know what happens next. Like it was very clear to me it was like a super colorful experience, a life-changing experience. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. And I thought for about 8.5 seconds, and I didn't own a Ferrari at that time. And so I'm thinking, you know what? I still want that 12-cylinder Ferrari, and I want that experience of an Appalachian Trail through hike. Why don't I buy the Ferrari and just drive it like I stole it? Like drive it all the way around America, all 48 states, meet people, see sights. That was the genesis of the idea. I knew I didn't want to be on interstates. Like interstates are these like soulless, concrete confinements. So I wanted to be on some scenic byways. I think it's 184 scenic byways that are federally recognized. Each state has even more. And so so what I did is in the winter, dead of winter, I'd start with this list and I tried to stitch together this route all the way around the United States. And I did that. I was able to kind of drive from one scenic byway to another. These are all roads that are like, 40, 60 miles an hour. And I'm not sure what I came up with. It was like 36 or 38 states by the time I stitched them all together. And I thought to myself, well, if I'm going that far, I might as well just go to every state. And people are going to say, well, what did you do? And I said, I drove 39 states. It's just like more compelling to say I did all 48. I added in the few states I hadn't on the original route. And then I went to artificial intelligence, and I'm like, hey, chat, who's done this before? I mean, come on, I want the shortcut. Like, what do they take? What do they do? So I discovered from artificial intelligence that no one had done this before. No one had driven a classic Ferrari in a circumnavigation of the United States. I absolutely had to do that. I had to find out why nobody has done it, and here we are. It was a great experience. So it was meant to take 12,000 miles. That's when you stitch it together on Google Maps, all 48 states, Google tells me 12,000 miles. It took me 14,000 miles to go the route that I had planned. 2 oversights that added 2,000 miles to it. One is, I got lost a few times. And then there was other things I wanted to see. I'd stop at a diner and somebody like, oh, you should really go over here or go there. And the other thing, and This is buried on the internet somewhere. Ferrari odometers run a bit fast. Car says I went 14,000 miles. I'm not sure I went quite that many. It took me 54 days. It took me 8 weeks. I drove about 300 miles a day. I started off driving 400 miles a day. You know, look, you got a 500 horsepower, 12 cylinder. What do? You know, you put the pedal to the metal. That was too fast, too many miles. I pretty quickly slowed down to about a pace of 300 miles. I think the sweet spot is 250 to 300 miles a day. I'm not sure I would have known this had I not read those Appalachian Trail memoirs. It's okay. It's okay if you're hiking the Appalachian Trail to not go anywhere. You take a 0 day, you do your laundry, I'd clean the car, have some conversations, think about the next few days. Yeah, it's fine. 54 days, 8 weeks, and 48 states, and I'll say incredibly fortunate to have the opportunity, because folks who work for a living, which ideally is every American, you know, they have like 2 weeks, 3 weeks of vacation a year. That's it. Right? And so it's usually about, okay, it's vacation. I got to get from here to there and go have my vacation there. The process of getting from here to there is a necessary activity. It's not the activity. And so you rush as fast as you can from here to there in this vacation, and you miss everything in between. Then I'm retired. I can travel slow. I can stop, look around, see these cool things. You know, that's maybe why it took 50-40. That's what it takes, I think, to really see America. But I think what I really enjoyed about the trip and I want to explore is like how the Ferrari opens America up to conversation. There were things I didn't expect, and then there was probably one principal revelation. The thing that maybe I didn't expect is how well the Ferrari performed. It's an Italian car, it's 23 years old. I'm expecting, there's only 600 of them in the United States, so good luck finding spare parts at Pep Boys. And so I'm expecting there to be some drama along the way, and I'm okay with that. Like, that's part of the experience. It never stranded me. There was not a moment where I couldn't move forward when I wanted to. And there were some cosmetic issues. You hit this, that bumped into the windshield. AC drain clogged up, so I had to stop using the AC in Texas, of all places. And, you know, we got all those things fixed along the way. The hard mechanics, right? The engine, the transmission, the suspension were so purpose-built. They like thrived on a 14,000 mile road trip. What was unexpected is like, wow, the Ferrari can actually do this, and it can do it in style, and it can do it in competence. I was worried the Ferrari was going to be this like artificial barrier between me and America. Yeah, well, there's a Ferrari. Like, first of all, I only saw one Ferrari on the road besides mine in 14,000 miles. You just don't see them on the road. I mean, there's so few of them, number one, and even fewer get driven. And I thought folks are gonna be like, oh yeah, that's one of those guys that's got a Ferrari, and then it's gonna be this like distance. It was exactly the opposite. The Ferrari is an invitation to kind of meet America. People walk up. They know it's not a car they've ever seen before. They're like, wow, what is that? Some people even knew it was like a 550 or 575. I had a semi-truck driver, truck stop, get out. He knew that was a 575. The revelation is a special car opens up America to conversation. So it starts off as a conversation. Wow, what's this car? Let me see, I want to show you the engine. And then you can like have a conversation with people. Oh, did you grow up around here? What's it like? What do you do for a living? So I met cowboys, I met fishermen, I met mountain folks, I met every type on this trip. And I wouldn't have met them if I was driving a Chrysler minivan. And that's the revelation. And that's what has me designing like another road trip. So if someone asked me how to do this trip or whether they should do this trip in their car, their special car, I would absolutely tell them, do it. It's such a wonderful country to see. It is a big country. It's a country with so many different geographies, so many different people, so many different roads to enjoy. I would encourage them to get out there. Stay off the interstates. Get on the secondary roads. They're just as good, if not better, driving roads. The people there are particularly enjoyable and welcoming. That would be my recommendation. I would not prioritize distance. I would prioritize pace, nice slow travel, 250, 300 miles a day, stop frequently and enjoy it because it's out there. And I think we've become too focused on the cannonball run and driving from here to there as fast as you can. or these destination vacations when this slow travel concept, particularly in a special car, is in of itself the experience versus where you're going to land up. That's my recommendation. Do it. By all means, look for those scenic byways, those secondary roads. Yeah, carry on.